I'm Anna, in case you guys forgot. What did I do? There we go. Okay, so I have not been in the Carolina Theater nearly as many times as James or other Savoyards have, mostly because I live in Chapel Hill. And partly just because, thank you, Michael, for dropping the link again. Also just because I didn't hear about this group for a while. So I actually found out about the Savoyards when they were doing Thespis and Trial by Jury, because they were performing at East Chapel Hill High School, which was really fun for me because I've never heard of this. I had never heard of this group. I had never heard of Gilbert and Sullivan. I had never really done a lot of like community theater. I'd mostly just done high school theater. And so when they were performing, my theater teacher reached out and she was like, hey, if people want to work with a semi-professional theater group, and if you want to, like, I don't know, just work with other people, you should audition, you should do tech. And I was like, semi-professional theater? I could be their assistant stage manager? That's what I want to do with my life. So I contacted them and I was like, hey, if y'all need an assistant stage manager, kind of like liaison for the high school, hit me up. And so I ended up being their assistant stage manager for those two shows, and that was a really fun time because it was my first time working with theater that wasn't like linked to my school. I had done theater in middle school, I had done it in high school, but I had never done it in a different community. I'm talking about Thespis and Trial. So
Nice.
Working with the Savoyards was a really fun experience for that because everybody was just super nice, and it was also just like new styles of shows, new groups of people, new ways of doing things, and not to mention, you know, Derek is a cool guy, which I mentioned in my video that's on the YouTube channel.
The link for that is also in the chat.
Yeah. And I think it was also just I think a cool thing for the Savoyards, because one of the unfortunate things about the Carolina Theater is that y'all don't get to use face mics, because you have to bring your own. And at East, we have a set of face mics that are partly ours and partly some that are the church that rents out our space.
Well, it's also easier to use the stage mics rather than face mics because then we have to modify our costumes.
I mean, yes, but you guys got to use face mics at East, which was super cool because I think a lot of people, or at least some of the people who had mics, had either not used them recently or not used them in a very long time.
That's the same thing.
Oh, not used them ever or not used them in a very long time. Okay, cut me some slack.
I am.
Thank you, Michael. I was very, felt blessed to be a part of the show. Blessed is such a weird word for me to use sometimes. But it was just, I don't know, I thought it was a good time, and it was, you know, it was good shows to be introduced to. Gilbert and Sullivan was a good group to be introduced into community and professional theater. I got to meet James, which was fun. Do you think, who would be your driver if we hadn't met for this marathon?
That's a good question.
Who knows? Maybe this stream wouldn't even be happening because James wouldn't have had a driver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Who knows?
Who knows? And then I also got to do the Mikado because I had been hooked in with the Savoyards, and they were like, yo, you want to come back? And I was like, yeah, I do. So then I got to do the Mikado, which was my first time in the Carolina, I think, ever. No, I saw Radagor. It was my first time backstage in the Carolina ever. It was my first time being in a theater that was not, not my high school. It was professional. It was real. And I was just like, wow. I'm sorry, I keep dropping the...
No, you're good.
But that was really fun because there was an intercom, so I didn't have to poke my head into every room. Yeah, I thought Mikado was super fun. I came really late in that process. I wasn't there the whole time, but it was just, that one was fun too because that was my first time being in a non-high school theater. As great as East is, you know, a non-high school theater. Shout out to East Chapel Hill High. I was about to say go see our shows, and I'm like, I don't even know what they're doing. They're having school online. I don't even know. Go support high school theater because some of them are really good, like East. Not to toot my own horn, but East Theater is really good.
So based on our last update, Pam was running by St. Philip's. You can text Michael again in a few, I guess.
Where are you?
Yeah. So they were heading towards St. Philip's, and then after that they are going to Trinity United Methodist Church, which is the first social distance gathering point. And then after that, they're going to be heading this direction. And that's fine. Yes, get up. And then, so this will be the second point where we meet with them, but also this is one of the gathering points for us to cheer for them, socially distanced and with masks. We have our masks. She will be getting to the Carolina at about 12:15, 12:30.
Were we supposed to get her anything?
The car is not that far.
I know, but did you want me to go and get anything?
Not at the moment. We still got a bit of time.
Okay. What is it?
I don't know. Yeah, so 12:15, 12:30 is when she'll be getting here. And so then we can cheer her on as she runs by. And then she'll be heading towards Liberty Warehouse, which is the next gathering point. There's also construction right by Liberty. So if you're thinking about going to Liberty, we'll be gathering next to the building by the skate park, and parking will be a little bit difficult because of the construction. And then after Liberty, she'll be heading towards the finish line, and she'll get to there around 2. So we've still got hours of the stream to go. She is over halfway. She passed halfway about an hour or so ago. Yes, we will give her water. We gave her a fresh Camelback the first time we met, and one of the things that we will do here is refill that Camelback and give her her first one back when she comes through here. So she will have plenty of water. But yeah, so before we went in, I was talking about Thalian Hall in Wilmington. Thalian Hall. So I'll explain Liberty when we get to Liberty Warehouse. But that was a brief statement on that was that it was our warehouse space for a good period of time. So I was talking about Thalian Hall before we went in, and Thalian Hall is in Wilmington, and so we had been performing there as a second weekend production. So we would perform here at the Carolina, and then we would drive down to Wilmington for the next weekend, and we would perform there. And I mentioned that in 1992, that was our first time in Thalian, and it was actually co-sponsored by the local PBS station and the Friends of Thalian Hall support group. And we were performing HMS Pinafore, and opening night was a black tie affair, and we had an audience with a lot of members from England. I had learned about that when I was preparing for this, and I actually thought it was really interesting and cool that we had that experience. We performed at Thalian from 92 to 1999, and then after that we stayed in Durham and the surrounding area. We did some performances at Stewart Theater in Raleigh as a second weekend performance. It's on the NC State's campus. And then in 2001, we did a second weekend in Page Auditorium, which was our main performance venue for a majority of years. And that was the last time in recent years that we've performed at Page. But yeah, so now we do one weekend every year at the Carolina, and in specific cases we'll do other performances, like in 2017 when we did Thespis and Trial by Jury at East Chapel Hill. We went to the Carrboro Arts Center in 2005 and 2006 for a miniature cabaret version of Ruddigore called Minigore. And we went back to the Carrboro Arts Center in 2008 for a production of Trial by Jury. So yeah. Did Michael text you back?
Oh, I forgot to text you. I thought I was texting later.
I told Anna to text Michael and she never did.
Don't at me.
So we will have an update on where they are in a second. But she should be reaching St. Philip's very soon. She was coming from Duke's East Campus. She was walking around the wall. Or she was running around the wall.
Walking or running is valid.
Is valid.
Because she ran at least 1 mile.
Oh, she tends,
I don't know.
She tends to run the first 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, she'll do a mix of both.
Which is valid.
Which is valid. The point is, she's doing the distance of a marathon in one sitting. No pun intended. Ow, don't hit me. I'm holding the camera.
Oh, sorry, I'll hit your other arm.
She's so violent. Oh, well, okay, so I just got an update that she just left Trinity United Methodist Church, so I guess she decided to swing there first, then St. Philip's. I do not know.
Or she's just running super, super fast.
Which is also a possibility. Which, if that is the case, then if you're at St. Philip's or just got to St. Philip's, then you may have missed her. I do not know.
I'll ask Michael.
Michael has yet to text us. I mean, he's riding a bike, so I don't expect him to stop every 5 seconds to answer a text.
Well, he never texted me the first time, so.
Yeah, well. Y'all, I still cannot believe how good that work has been done in Fletcher Hall. Like, it looks brand new. Like, the camera really does not do it justice.
Everyone get hyped to be back in the Carolina.
Yeah, honestly. Like, y'all. Next time y'all get a chance to go to the Carolina Theater when it's open and things have hopefully blown over, please do, because they did a really good job with it, and it looks amazing.
Hey guys, not to flex, but I just caught a shiny Magikarp in Pokemon Go. Carolina Theater brings good luck, y'all.
This means nothing to me.
Shiny Pokemon are rare, and you know what's special about them?
What?
They're shiny.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
They normally have pretty bad stats, but they're shiny.
Yeah, don't text and ride. No, Michael will pause to text. He knows better. So after this, we'll be heading out to Liberty and talking about Liberty. And then we will head out towards the finish line. What time is it?
It is 11:40.
Okay. So depending on when Michael texts us back and where they are, we may actually walk up to the Measurement Incorporated building. For people going out to St. Philip's, there's no particular spot. probably in that front courtyard, probably. But we'll probably head up to the Measurement Incorporated building, which is right next to the Arts Council. That used to house our warehouse for a few years, and we shared space with other theater groups. But yeah, we see some of our people, so we're going to do some walking. I see Michael, that you're trying to give this Twitch stream the appropriate amount of snark. I'm just gonna stand 6 feet away. I have spotted my grandparents. Hello. Is this fun?
If you're not gonna wear your mask, it's gonna be fun.
Oh, we'll just be right here. Hello. They are, so they're running this way.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We saw them experimenting. We were down there.
Okay.
And met Patty and
Yeah.
Corey was there.
Yeah.
And I did a Facebook Live for a couple minutes.
Okay. Are they heading to St. Philip's, or are they coming this way?
No, they're right there.
Oh, never mind. Okay, so they already went to St. Philip's, apparently. They are coming down the road right now. Coming down sidewalk. There they are. Did y'all do St. Philip's already?
Huh?
Did y'all do St. Philip's already?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, so they went past St. Philip's already.
Yeah, we're ahead of schedule.
Yeah, which is great.
It was cool this morning,
Yeah,
and so we went faster at the beginning.
yeah, there
Which
we
is
go.
fine.
We're ahead of schedule.
So we're in mile 18 right now.
Okay,
Um,
so sorry, Pat, you missed them. We're heading to Liberty next if you want to head out to Liberty. We didn't refill the other one yet, so I hope you're fine.
I think I'm okay. Your brother hasn't traded out yet, has he?
I know, he hasn't.
Okay. Go ahead and refill the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We can swap at Liberty.
yeah. Yeah, because we're meeting y'all at Liberty.
Mary made me a sign. Yay! I love it. It's my favorite.
So she's in mile 18, and we'll be heading towards Liberty Warehouse next. So as soon as she gets going, we're probably going to end up going to the Measurement Incorporated building, and then we'll head towards Liberty ourselves. I'm doing the Steve Dobbins dance.
Michael's like ready to go. Let's go.
Yeah, my brother Michael's ready to go. He's just going ahead.
Alright, I think we're gonna go on up.
Okay.
That's gonna take a few minutes, and then that hill takes some extra time to get.
Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, Ellen. So the Measurement Inc. site was our warehouse before Liberty. Let's go ahead and cross.
Why? We don't need to. We're going to the car.
No, we're going this way. We're walking to the building. Yeah, so that was our warehouse space for a few years before we moved over to Liberty, and it housed the DC May company at the time. and we shared it with other theater groups. The Durham Theater Guild, we shared space with them. And that was the group that was helped us out our first couple of years when we were a young organization. So we are heading up there, and for those of you who don't know where this building is, right next to the parking garage where we would park for rehearsals and stuff, that building behind us, if you're facing towards the Arts Council, the building behind us is the building that we're talking about. So once we round this corner, I'll flip the camera, see if we can cross here. We have right of way. So this is PNC Bank. I know some people tend to park there, but then this parking lot next to it where other people will park, this is the Imperial building where Measurement Incorporated is now. So this was where our warehouse was before Liberty, and the loading dock that we used to move the set to the theater is back there. We're not going to go all the way back there because that's a little farther than I want to go at the moment, but yeah, so we were here for a little bit, and then we moved to Liberty once this building had closed down for a little bit. Just imagine having a warehouse that's right next to the theater, because that's the Carolina right there next to the Arts Council, just all within a block. The warehouse, the rehearsal space, and the theater. A dream. There's a train going by. Of course, the train station's not that far from here. Okay, so we're gonna walk back to the car now, and we're gonna refill water bottles and Camelbacks, and then we're gonna head out to Liberty Warehouse.
Puppy!
Yes, there's a dog in the distance.
Look at him! He's so fluffy!
So heading back towards the Arts Council and the Carolina. Yeah, so I will discuss that more once we get to Liberty, but shout out to my grandfather who helped us move out of Liberty before the roof collapsed years ago. But I will discuss that more in detail once we get there. What time is it?
11:50.
11:50. So our current warehouse is on Gear Street. I'm not too familiar on all of the details on the specific names of the building and all that, but we have a space out on Gear Street where our current warehouse spaces. And from what I'm remembering correctly, we had a connection with the owner of the space while we were looking for a new warehouse space, and they gave us a good deal on the space. So we're thankful for them for our current warehouse space, for somewhere to be that's incredibly cheaper than staying at Northgate Mall, because that's where we were before our current space. And Northgate is very expensive.
Are we refilling the Camelbacks here?
We are. So we're gonna go ahead and refill water bottles and Camelbacks, and then we'll get going out to Liberty. So the one that is not wet, we don't have to worry about. But the one that's wet with sweat is the one that we have to refill.
Water. This one also has water.
Is it wet?
I don't know. They feel the same.
I think it's that one, the black one.
Are you sure? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like 80% sure.
Or no, it might be this one. I don't know.
Why don't we just open them up?
Yeah, open them up.
Hold it.
Okay, hold on. I got a phone.
Well, you hold it and I'll pour.
We didn't think about the logistics of refilling the Camelbacks.
Hey, can you do all the work?
Look, I'm holding a phone and talking to people. By the way. Or, I don't know. Right tie, lefty, loosey. There you
Hold
go.
this.
That's,
Oh.
yeah, it's attached. Yeah, okay, so that is the one. Refilling the Camelbacks.
Nope.
Yeah, so
Try tightening it. Okay, loosen it.
yeah. It's finicky. It's a finicky thing.
Okay, can you
Set
put
it-
down the live stream?
I can try. Sorry, y'all. Apparently this needs my full attention.
Pass me the water. Now seated?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Camelback has been refilled. It is a lovely sky, yeah, I agree. I was saying earlier that if you have the opportunity to watch the live stream outside, I would definitely recommend it because it's such a nice day out.
You want to check?
No, that one's fine because we hadn't touched that one.
You want to use this to refill your water because it's cold?
Yeah. You want to take the water bottle back into the car? I had to refill my water bottle. I've been doing all this talking.
How many liters in a gallon? Like, can I pour this in there?
I mean, yeah. A gallon is 3.78 liters.
Cool. So this will fit in here.
Yeah.
And then we can put the gallon back in the cooler.
Right. Look at you being all big brain. Anna's out here being smart.
Pass me the lid. Oh my God.
What?
I forgot I had a bag of Cheetos in my car.
Okay, well, Anna's eating Cheetos for a snack. She found a bag of Cheetos in her car. Who knows how old it is, but...
It's not that old. I remember. I just forgot it was in here. It was 2 for $1.
Oh, okay.
And Kellum was buying for me.
That's fair. Okay, out to Liberty we go. We gotta swing by DSA first.
Okay, guide me.
So remember, at the light we turn left and we stay in the right 2 lanes.
Yeah.
So that way.
Okay.
So we're gonna swing by DSA first because that used to be Durham High, and that was where the Durham Savoyards performed their first 2 productions in 1963 and 1964. We did Pirates of Penzance in 63, and then I'm pretty sure it was HMS Pinafore in 64. And Mikado was the year after in 65 when we were in Page. So we're gonna swing by Durham High, and then we're gonna head out to Liberty.
Straight?
No, right. And then it's another right once you turn. So it's now known as DSA, Durham School of the Arts. But yeah, so this would be the building. This building actually says Durham High still on the front. But then the school continues further that way. We will not be going that way as we are heading towards Liberty Warehouse next, which was our warehouse space for a majority of the 2000s. We moved out in like 2010, and it was the last remaining tobacco auction warehouse in Durham. But then
Left or right?
Left. So after the Imperial building, we moved in with several other groups. I'm trying to remember the owner's name. Walter Stone was the owner of Liberty. Oh, there's the mom. We're heading out towards Liberty.
Huh?
We're heading out towards Liberty now.
Okay.
Stop.
You
I'm
haven't
trying to
refilled
not
the
be
water yet.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, let me try it out with you real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Michael, you need a refill? No? Alrighty. See y'all in a bit. Okay. Well, that was lovely. Okay. So, yeah. So we're heading out to Liberty now. Walter Stone was the owner, and after we did the warehouse we were in the Imperial building for our warehouse, Walter Stone took us and a few other arts groups, including Young People's Performing Company. We have a lot of members who did YPPC when they were younger. Turn right here. Including me. But all of us had a space in Liberty Warehouse, and the roof, unfortunately, after a while, the Liberty went under a new ownership, and the roof was not kept up, and it ultimately collapsed. But thankfully, we had been able to move out to a different space, and the other groups were able to move out as well. So we were lucky to avoid all of the damage. So we're at Liberty now.
Can you just back up so I'm not an asshole?
Yeah, just a little bit.
You get closer to the car.
Yeah, you're good.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
hand sanitizer?
Yeah, you got it. Okay.
I need like a napkin. Cheeto, whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I staying here?
You do what you want. I don't know.
I'll stay and refill the Camelback.
I'm gonna take my water. Okay. So, I was about to drink from my water bottle, then I realized that I have a mask on. So I'm currently out at the skate park. This is where we will be gathering, somewhere around here, to meet. There's Liberty. I did not think that it would be as busy as it is currently, but I will get closer. So, Liberty is where our warehouse space was. They left up the original wall. They're doing construction on this building right here, which is why the road is closed. But yeah, so we're walking up here on the original wall that was still left up, thankfully, so we can have some piece of history. But here is the wall. Here's one of the entranceways that we would go in. Here's one of the big doors. And now they've built a courtyard here with the apartments and stuff. Now, this would be the loading dock for when we would load our sets up and all that. We'd do it on this side of the building, and we would, because our space would be back down that way, and then we'd take it and we'd go down this super long hallway to the loading docks, which are right here, and so that's where we would do all that. And they've added this mural on the back side, which I have never seen before, so I think this is interesting. If I can back up a bit. They've got the Bull Liberty Cafe, Lucky Strike, all that. It's a very nice mural. Okay. Just to make sure that I am still live and still going, can somebody drop a message in the chat real quick, please? Because I received 2 phone calls from 2 different people, and I am not able to answer the phone because it interrupts the live stream. Okay, thank you, Alan. I just wanted to check in because I received a call from Pat, who I guess is still out at St. Philip's. I think she stopped watching the live stream because I mentioned that Pam had already run past St. Philip's. And then somebody else had called me about where to meet up. Yeah, so this is where we are to meet up with them next. Yeah, I came back and it gave me the option to resume streaming. So I knew it had just paused it, and thankfully did not end it because I did not want to start a bunch of new live streams. I'm glad to see that it is back for everybody. Again, I apologize for the interruptions. It is... So I am going to go back to the car and meet up with Anna, because this is where we are having the next gathering point and are meeting up with my mom again, theoretically. I mean, we met up with her when we were leaving the DSA, so we may or may not have to do another switch up here with water, but there's a lot of people at the skate park for anybody who's coming out here. Just to let y'all know that it's very people-y. Okay. Heading back towards the car. After this, we will be heading towards the finish line, which is in the back corner of the Ross parking lot on North Point Drive. There's a Costco on one side and a Ross and a bunch of other businesses on the other side. And that's where we will be going, which is towards the other businesses. And we'll be in the back corner overlooking the Ellerby Creek pathway, where my mom will finish her run. Hello.
Hello. How was Liberty?
It's good. So theoretically, this is where we're meeting up with her, but we already switched out. So I think it's safe to assume that we can go back, I guess, or go towards the finish line.
Okay. We got 2 hours till she's done.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
I imagine it's going to take maybe an hour for her to get there.
Okay.
For the string cutting out. But we are here. We go left. We are here live. Sorry for all of that. We just had hit a dead zone and Twitch decided that we should stop streaming. So we're back to being live. We are almost at the finish line. Everybody's back, yay. So we had hit a dead zone, which made Twitch decide to stop streaming. I figured something like this would happen during the stream because, you know, the fact that we're going around all over the place. It's turn left.
Left?
Yeah, left.
Couldn't tell me that.
Well, I was apologizing for Twitch being dumb.
Why are we going left?
Because we're going to home. We gotta go to the finish line.
Isn't it that way?
No, it's
always
left.
been that way.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
No, it
Because this is
hasn't.
Broad Street.
Because we would come out way down there.
And then we go around. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just take a right at the light. We came from the other side.
I hate Durham.
No, I just didn't get back to you because I was trying to get the stream back up.
Driving around Durham is like driving around New York.
Yes, yes it is.
You have to live there to know it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't, then everything sucks.
So take a left at the stoplight.
I know that.
Okay, good. Just making sure. And some other people are here as well. I see my grandparents driving around. So we are about to get to the finish line. And we will hang out there for a little bit. So take a right here.
Really?
Yeah. You remember how to get there.
I do.
Yeah. here we are.
I'm gonna back into it.
You're good. So, where...
Should I go farther?
Yeah, a little farther. Yeah, so where we're meeting up is,
Here?
yeah, like right here. Oh, this is a little too close to the Bed Bath & Beyond, but that's fine. We can walk. Just back up. So where we're meeting, she might be past Liberty. I don't know. We left Liberty a while ago before she got there. But we are heading towards the finish line, or we are at the finish line now. When you get into the, I'll flip the camera so you can see, but there's the Ross, and Route 21, Shoe Carnival's over there, and then way over there is Costco. So we're in the shopping center. So Costco's on one side and the shopping center's on the other, with Ross, Route 21, Shoe Carnival, all that. And we will be meeting in the back corner, so I will show once I get out of the car.
Am I in on that side? No, I'm not in on my side.
Okay, well, Anna's having a fun time backing into the parking spot.
Don't at me.
I'm not adding you, I'm just saying.
Is this one massive freaking spot? That's what I don't understand. Like, am I in one spot or two?
I don't know. Honestly, I think it's fine. Okay, well, I'm getting out while we're stopped.
Well, you show off. I'm gonna fix my...
Okay. Ooh, it's hotter over here. Okay. So there's the Ross over there. There's Route 21 Shoe Carnival. We are gathering right here because this is the pathway that she will be taking to finish. So if she is not at Liberty, then she may be coming close to the finish line, or she may be on her way to the finish line. So we got another hour or so until she's here. So if you don't see her there the next little bit, then you can come out here and see her here. So once you come in from the intersection over there will be signs for like Bed Bath & Beyond. And there's a row of parking spots that we're taking up right here. But yeah, if she's not at Liberty in the next couple of minutes, then she's already past it. Michael has not been texting me as diligently as he should, unfortunately. And Anna gave up trying to back up into the spot. She just pulled in. I guess she got tired of backing up. Yes, I already went to the Carolina. I was there like an hour or two ago. Hour and a half ago. Something like that. She had already gone past the Carolina. She's ahead of schedule right now. So she had gone past the Carolina, and I last saw her about 20-25 minutes ago right outside the Measurement Inc. building, and she was heading towards DSA. And then after DSA she was heading to Liberty, and then after Liberty she's coming here. So once you come out to the finish line, you'll see me because I'm standing out here. Standing all by my lonesome.